Welcome back to Car Future Wheelz, and today we've got something special rolling into 2026, the legend of compact driving, reinvented. We're talking about the 2026 Ford Focus, a car that continues to carry the DNA of tradition mixed with serious modern upgrades. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button on Car Future Wheelz, buckle up, because this is your ultimate deep dive review. Let's roll. First impressions matter, and this one does not disappoint. Right up front, you've got a taller, sharper grille that carries the new Ford identity, while staying aggressive but clean. The LED headlights are slimmer and smarter with an adaptive lighting feature that reacts in milliseconds using the Ford Co-Pilot 360 safety suite. The hood lines are chiseled deeper, giving it that sporty forward lean stance. The front bumper holds larger air intakes, functional and bold, letting the engine breathe when you push it hard on the open road. Now sliding to the side, the 2026 Focus sits on newly designed 18-inch alloy wheels from the Ford Performance Parts catalog, wrapped in low-profile tires that hug the road like glue. The belt line is higher, and the character line flowing through the doors gives it motion even when parked. The roof is slightly lower toward the rear, delivering a subtle fastback silhouette. Gloss black trim around the windows matches the optional shadow black appearance package from Ford Motor Company. There's also a refreshed rear view mirror housing mounted on the doors instead of the A-pillar, improving visibility and reducing wind noise. Coming around to the back, here's where the Focus flexes its tech game. The LED taillights stretch wider and feature sequential turn signals from the Sync 4 onboard system integration. The rear hatch opens wider than before, giving you easier cargo access. The spoiler up top is small but effective, part of aerodynamic tuning tested in the Ford Cologne Wind Tunnel facility in Cologne, Germany. Dual chrome exhaust tips finish the look, signaling that this is not just a commuter car, it's a driver's car. The rear bumper houses a diffuser-style insert that actually adds stability at highway speeds. Let's step inside, because that's where you spend your time, and this cabin is seriously upgraded. The moment you sit down, you're welcomed by sport contoured seats engineered by Recaro Automotive, providing firmer bolstering and long-distance comfort. The interior design language highlights horizontal lines to make the space feel wider. The 13.2-inch digital display is your cockpit command center running Sync 4 software. The dashboard materials blend soft touch surfaces from Alcantara S.p.A., brushed aluminum accents, and premium plastics that feel leagues above the outgoing model. The steering wheel also got lovely a flat-bottom design, leather wrapped with contrast stitching from the Ford accessories collection, and touch capacitive buttons to control the cluster, media, and driver settings. The instrument cluster is fully digital at 12.8 inches, customizable, sharp, and smoother than your phone at 120 Hz. One of my favorite details has to be the new rotary dial gear selector borrowed from the Ford Escape design team, paired with an electronic parking brake that clears more center console real estate. This gives the driver an uncluttered, modern, and premium layout. A wireless charging pad designed by Belkin International, Incorporated sits right under the console. Space for passengers is better than before thanks to a longer wheelbase shared with the C2 platform architecture from Ford Motor Company. Rear legroom increased by almost 2 inches compared to the 2025 model. The rear seats split 60/40, fold flat, and even offer optional heated surfaces controlled from the Sync 4 interface. The sound system is a 10-speaker unit from the Bang & Olufsen Bose sound division that brings studio-quality audio, finally giving the Focus the premium soundtrack it deserves. You also get dual-zone climate from the EAT module by Ford Motor Company, ambient LED lighting with 7 selectable colors, and premium footwell illumination that sets the mood during night drives. Storage options are thoughtful too: a big door bins, 2 cup holders, a deeper glove box, and smart compartments built into the armrest. Cargo capacity sits at 392 liters, expandable to 1,354 liters with seats folded, putting it right near class-leading practicality. Now, let's talk about what really matters to how this thing drives. Under the hood, we're seeing multiple powertrains. The big headline is the 1.5-liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder from Ford Motor Company, now improved with variable geometry turbotech from Honeywell International Incorporated. This engine delivers 182 horsepower and 199 pounds-feet of torque. It's paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox by Getrag Ford Transmissions GmbH, shifting faster than you can blink. 0 to 60 arrives in about 7.1 seconds, which is seriously quick for its class. Handling remains the highlight here. The fully independent rear suspension tuned by Ford Performance gives you precision, confidence, and fun. There's also a 2.0-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder option from Ford Motor Company producing 247 horsepower in the street trim tuned by Ford Team RS experts, delivering 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. That is blistering for a compact. Fuel economy got better too. A 1.5 EcoBoost hits 41 miles per gallon combined and the 2.0 Street hits 34 miles per gallon combined thanks to lightweight bodywork developed using Magna International Incorporated engineering processes. And then we've got electrification. The 2026 Focus F carries a 55 kWh battery engineered by LG Energy Solution, offering 264 miles of estimated range under WLTP testing and DC fast charging up to 135 kilowatts from ABB E-Mobility Electronics, juicing from 10 to 80% in 28 minutes. Torque delivery is instant and smooth at 236 pounds-feet. On the road, the 2026 Ford Focus feels planted, responsive, fun, and refined. The electric steering rack gives weight when you want it but stays light for city traffic. Braking is handled confidently by Brembo S.p.A front discs and performance trims. The chassis is lighter than before by nearly 14 kilograms thanks to Ford's lightweight strategy used in the C2 platform. The drive modes finally feel meaningful: a normal, sport, eco, slippery, and track mode on performance variants managed through Sync 4 control from Ford Motor Company. Safety features are stacked. You get lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring by Bosch Mobility Solutions, emergency braking, cross-collision alert, 9 airbags, and a reinforced safety cell using hot-formed steel engineered by ArcelorMittal. Price is always a big question. The 1.5 EcoBoost starts at $24,990 in base trim and goes to about $31,450 depending on options from Ford accessories and appearance upgrades. The street trim jumps to $35,990 thanks to Ford Performance Editions. The EV begins at $34,500 before incentives, depending on your region. Now let's wrap it all up. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Ford Focus remains one of the most balanced compact cars you can buy. It brings sharper design, a premium interior, smarter tech, excellent chassis dynamics from Ford Performance, strong engines from Ford Motor Company, and solid EV range from LG Energy Solution Partnership. It's practical, safe, refined, and best of all, it's actually fun to drive. That's the real win here. Ford didn't just update this car, they preserved the soul while pushing it forward. Thank you for watching Car Future Wheelz. If you loved this breakdown, drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to Car Future Wheelz. Until the next Tonia, drive safe, stay tuned. Future Wheelz out.